Welcome back everyone to your stimulus check and stimulus package update for today, and in this video I'm actually going to be doing something much different than I normally do, something totally different. I'm going to be reacting to arguably America's most prominent personal finance advisor, businessman, author, and radio host of the Dave Ramsey Show, Mr. Dave Ramsey. He's making headlines today for his comments on stimulus checks as he appeared on Fox News this morning. So I'm going to be reacting to this clip and letting you know my thoughts and opinions. But before we get started, if you have enjoyed my content, make sure that you do drop a big thumbs up on this video, smash the like button, and make sure you are subscribed. Click the big red button. Also click the notification bell as well. That would notify you when I do post a brand new video. So let's jump right in and let's take a look at what Dave Ramsey is saying now about stimulus checks. Now, it's worth noting that I do agree with Dave Ramsey on virtually every single topic, virtually every single solitary issue. I think he has fantastic advice when it does come to staying out of debt, getting out of debt, saving, budgeting, and planning for your future. And I really think I'd be a poster child for Dave Ramsey. I think he'd be very proud of me, as I have no student loans. I did not go to college, and I've avoided debt my entire life, but I will be getting into real estate soon. So look out for that. Stay tuned for more videos on real estate down the road. But that is another day, another topic. So let's see what Dave Ramsey had to say on Fox News about stimulus checks.
It's not Dave, reality.
You come from an interesting perspective. You talk to Americans across the country every day on your radio program.
Yeah.
What do you believe is the right...
Which is highly recommended, by the way. He does have a great show. Again, I agree with him on many, many issues. So I do believe that if you are in financial hardship, it is a great show to watch.
Number or the right answer for the next stimulus check?
Well, I don't believe in a stimulus check, because if $600 or $1,400 changes your life, you were pretty much screwed already. You got other issues going on. You have a career problem, you have a debt problem, you have a relationship problem, you have a mental health problem. Something else is going on if $600 changes your life. And that's not talking down to folks. I've been bankrupt. I've been broke, and I work with people.
Now, you could look at this from a few different perspectives, but the fact is that it was found that stimulus checks do in fact work. They are effective. In fact, the biggest mistake that we made in 2008, 2009 was not giving people enough money. We should have actually given them more funding, and we probably would have gotten out of that recession much faster and much more swiftly. And in regards to the most recent couple stimulus checks, well, we know that the $1,200 stimulus check, the first one, it did get spent right away, at least the majority of it, back into the economy. Very few people actually saved or invested that money, so it did get cycled right back into the U.S. economy. It's not like that money just sat in between someone's mattress. It got put right back in. One study had concluded that the stimulus payments actually boosted the nation's economic output by 0.6% in 2020. Another study had found that households responded rapidly once they received the money, with spending increasing by 25 cents to 40 cents per dollar of stimulus during just the first few weeks. Stimulus payments do work. They are effective. They keep a lot of households and families from diving into poverty. And if he thinks that $600 is a lot of money to send out to families, well, he should take a look at what other countries are doing. Countries such as Canada, Costa Rica, sending out monthly stimulus payments, so $600 is negligible compared to what other countries are doing. Let's continue.
People every day who are hurting. I love people. I want people to be lifted up. But this is, again, it is just political rhetoric, and it's just throwing dollars out there. It's peeing on a forest fire. It's absolutely ridiculous.
And I imagine that does not work. As I visualize it. Dave Ramsey, thank you.
Great to have you on. I hope you come back, Dave. Thank you.
Anytime, guys. Like being with you.
Thank you,
Dave.
Well, Facebook said,
I think it would be asinine to say that this is a political tactic, a political gimmick. If you look at the first stimulus check and first stimulus package that was passed back in March, it got overwhelming bipartisan support among both party lines, among Democrats and Republicans. And even though the election is well over and Democrats aren't running on anything anymore, they're still pushing for more in stimulus, and there's even rumor of a fourth stimulus check. So I don't think this is a political tactic. I don't think this is some sort of a political strategy. Stimulus checks are widely popular among the American people. Most Americans do support Biden's nearly $2 trillion stimulus package, even though if you look at those polls, that's not exactly what the electorate did look like on election day. It was much more divided, much more split down the middle. But yet most Americans still support Biden's nearly $2 trillion stimulus package. Dave Ramsey knows exactly what he was saying. He didn't have to choose his words differently. In fact, he even reaffirmed exactly what he said on his own radio show later that day. but many people still found him to be an elitist, out of touch old person that was not really in touch with reality of what's going on right now. It's not as black and white as Dave Ramsey might think it is. You can't just magically turn on a switch and everyone is suddenly back employed and they have their jobs back. Millions of Americans have lost their jobs permanently. Millions of businesses have shut their doors forever, permanently, never to be seen again. And so we have to lift people up and help them from not getting into poverty. And stimulus checks is just one of the many ways to do that. As President Biden and Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen have said, the mistake in 2008 and 2009 that they made was not doing enough. And so you can't actually provide too much to the American people. The mistake is not doing enough and actually not meeting the needs of the people. Dave Ramsey generally provides wonderful information and he has helped millions and millions of people across this country. I agree with most of his views and opinions, but I do believe that he is wrong on this issue and that stimulus checks are absolutely necessary. And you cannot say that someone has a mental problem. I don't think people have a mental issue because $600 helped them out. I think that is foolish to say. And I think perhaps he should also go back on those remarks because that would just be stupid to say. We know for a fact before the pandemic that most Americans could not afford a $400 emergency, irregardless of a pandemic. So $600, $1,200 an individual, that will greatly help someone out. Depending on where they live, it could help them much more than certain areas, but it does make a difference. It does make a dent, and that could just be the first step. As Dave Ramsey's famous baby step program, that could be the first step towards paying down some debt, paying off some bills, and helping them out. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on Dave Ramsey's remarks. Do you believe that he is correct? Is he incorrect? Do you agree with him? Do you not agree with him? Let me know down below in the comments. We'll keep that conversation going. What do you think about Dave Ramsey's recent comments? More updates and news is to come. This was just something different, a little diversion from what I normally do. But I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more reactions like this, also let me know down below in the comments. I'll be happy to do more reactions like this to other various clips, perhaps of other lawmakers and congressional members. We could surely do something like this. I do hope you enjoyed this video though. If you did, drop a big thumbs up on this video. I would greatly appreciate that. Smash the like button. Make sure you are subscribed. Click that big red button. Also click that notification bell as well. That will notify you when I do post a brand new video. We'll be doing our next cash giveaway at 20,000 subscribers, so make sure that you are subscribed. And if you'd like to get some free stocks, use my links down below in the description. When you sign with Robinhood and or Webull, you'll get some free stocks just for signing up, all on me, all in the house. When you use my links down below in the description, get free stocks, some valued up to thousands of dollars in some cases, and you'll get even more free stocks when you refer other people. So totally worth it, totally free to sign up. Use those links down below in the description. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.